Why is he pardoning a drug trafficker? Why is he pardoning somebody that his own DOJ just prosecuted? You were just talking about us defending drug traffickers. Are you trying to defend a drug trafficker?
I'm not protecting American interests.
What is the American interest? Oil?
Drugs pouring into this country and killing us?
Most drugs do not come through Venezuela.
I want to jump into another CNN panel as they continue to debate the insane operations we're seeing from this failed second Trump administration. So if you can, leave us a like on the video. We're really trying to get to 30,000 subscribers, and that helps us out a ton. So let's just get right to the content.
Why is he pardoning a drug trafficker? Why is he pardoning somebody that his own DOJ just prosecuted? Why is he pardoning somebody who was convicted of $1.7 billion in fraud?
If you look at a lot of these cases.
So why is he pardoning somebody who he and his family are in business with?
If you look at a lot of these cases, what you happen to be telling is half the truth. If you look at the actual details, some of these are over prosecutions. Some of these are crimes that would have never been prosecuted
so
if it wasn't because
drug trafficker.
That is a whole other. It's not going to take 3 minutes in the segment to actually look at that.
Who was the lead investigator?
There was a larger geopolitical issue there. This was a
Trump is trying to influence the Honduran election.
This was the previous administration.
Pardoning someone from
of course, it's Joe Biden.
Pardoning someone from this guy's political party, but he's a drug trafficker.
I think this kind of further highlights what the left has been saying this whole time, how the right painting us as defenders of crime or supportive of drugs coming across the border just because we support immigration is nothing more than a racist caricature to degrade the kinds of immigration we do want to see because they just want less brown people in this country, where the right is the only side that doesn't really care about crime, even if it's drug trafficking or fraud, where Trump has pardoned people for both of those this week, including the guy from Honduras, in a total political move. Like, he put his thumb on the scale in Argentina first, now doing it here to keep these far-right guys in power, where the guy from Honduras, it's not like he's like a small-time guy either. He trafficked like 400 tons into America of cocaine, and the other guy did like hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud, both pardoned by Trump, both defended by MAGA.
We've got 1/4 of the arsenal of the U.S. Navy parked off the coast of Venezuela.
Protecting American interests.
What is the American interest? Oil?
Drugs pouring into this country and killing us?
Most drugs do not come through Venezuela. Then why aren't you bombing Mexico?
So we closed the southern border, and that did a really good job. Stop. That's a ridiculous argument.
You stop.
No,
that's a ridiculous argument.
No, you're the one being ridiculous.
The president you advocated for 4 years, Joseph R. Biden, allowed our border to be open.
I'm
not gaslighting. Did Joe Biden let in tons and tons and tons? Well, tell that to the families of fentanyl families who have died.
No fentanyl comes from Venezuela.
It comes from the southern border to the border.
Through Mexico.
Hold on a second.
If your argument that drugs are not coming from Colombia or Venezuela to America.
Oh, I am going to argue that no fentanyl is coming from Venezuela.
Talk to the DEA.
No, you are wrong. And you are lying to the American people. You are part of the fabricating a narrative that doesn't exist.
Hold on a second.
Well, your day job is The View, so let's talk about fabricating.
And you have no day job.
I mean, you can't step to Anna Navarro and not expect to get cooked. Like, he did so bad on the facts, he had to go to the personals. But she's just spot on in what she's saying here. That's why there was no response. There's no justification for these attacks that you can give when the facts are given. If you're saying, oh, the drug trade is so dangerous that we just have to, even though this kind of mentality has already failed us for decades in the war on drugs, then it makes 1,000 times more sense to bomb Mexico than Venezuela. So why are we bombing a non-factor in the ordeal? Fentanyl doesn't touch Venezuela, right? And it should again be stated here that these are the same people. This is the same party who was just saying us sending old weapons, sending aid to Ukraine, our ally that we have an agreement with to do so, and which helped our economy, was pro-war, warmongering, this and that, but now apparently bombing Venezuela in the name of drug trafficking. Meanwhile, you pardon a drug trafficker is just self-defense.
Anna just pointed out that the Honduran president's brother was prosecuted in the part of the scheme, prosecuted by Emil Bove. That's Trump's former lawyer. He's now in the Trump administration right now. So,
and you guys try to take him out.
I'm sorry. Now he's on the court.
And you guys, and you had a.
So, are you really trying to argue? You were just talking about us defending drug traffickers. Are you trying to defend a drug trafficker?
I'm not. If you look at the facts of the case, you talk about there's a lot of holes in that case. They try to make an example out of this person. I don't know all the
cocaine.
facts, but what I can tell you,
I gotta leave it there, but I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave that alone. So there's only one person at this table who's defended a drug trafficker, and it ain't me.
You guys probably already know the first thing I'm gonna point out here if you've been on the channel a while, but absolutely no specifics given from this clown because there is no specifics because he's lying. There's holes in the case. There's major problems, but he can't even vaguely point to a single one. It's just, trust me, bro, Biden did bad and Trump's gonna fix it. Like, Republicans, let me just paint this for you. Republicans want you to believe that Democrats, we support drug trafficking because we're pro-immigration, and we think that Trump's war crimes on fishing boats in Venezuela deserve to be prosecuted. But they also want you to believe Republicans don't support drug trafficking despite pardoning a drug trafficker. You actually can't write stupidity like this. Like, it just blows my mind that there are people who still buy into it.